Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back to throw, it's Elway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Takes it the other way. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, a little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
From the red zone, it's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They'll toss it to the left. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Sends it back in motion. Quick completion to the right. Hits the accelerator to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Once he got some room, it was over. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Robinson will throw. On the run, still looking. Got a little space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Sometimes
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, it's Haynes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
To the air on 2nd down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Haynes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He
throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Back to pass, it's Elway. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
We've reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, running back gets to give. Great awareness by this defense to know where the 1st down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big 4th down decision coming. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. bunch formation for these receivers. Robinson looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and
Bringing it back. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. There he goes!
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Robinson will throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Austin. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll try to snap it quickly. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Rushes on him. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a group.
Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Dropping back, it's Elway. On target. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. Just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Caught in the backfield. It's Belly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Robinson looking to pass. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Tyson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Throws to the back. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Robinson will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. In a world of trouble and not making it any better. And down he goes. A terrible sack taken by this quarterback. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, this is a quarterback who's used to using his athleticism to his advantage and burning defenses, but there was nothing going there. Great job by the defense, taking everything away and forcing a run for a loss as that quarterback was smart to get out of bounds.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Deep shot for the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And first down for the offense.
Now on first down from the 30. The offense changing the play. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. There he goes to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Robinson looking to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Fighting off the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. Got enough space. takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and then this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Running it to the right. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
First and 10.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.